Hi, everybody. If this is your first video, welcome to our series. This video series is brought to you by Perinatal Connect, a resource organization working to improve maternal mental health during the perinatal period. The purpose of this video series is to highlight community services in the local Champaign-Urbana area that have the goal of supporting families. My name is Rachel McKinney. I am a mother of 3 and a childbirth educator and doula in our community. I am a patient participant in our research. And Emily, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Emily Lux. I am a patient researcher with Perinatal Connect. I have a 5-year-old son, and I'm an instructor at Millikan University.
Awesome. Thanks, Emily, for joining us. Today, we're continuing our series with Ann Ambrose. She's here to share information and resources about the local organization, Sjstering CU.
Hi, I'm Ann Ambrose. I've been with Sjstering CU for a couple of years now, but the organization itself is really young, only about 5 years old. And we began with the intention of supporting new families in the area. So families that have a new baby at home, we know that's a really stressful time, a really beautiful time, but a lot of families need a little extra support. And all families deserve support in general. So this is a transient community due to the university, and we see a lot of families who are growing. They're very young families, yet their support system is in another state or another country, and we want to be there for them and share our beautiful community with them. So we originally did that by connecting a volunteer from the community with a family that was interested in the support, and they would visit the family once a week for 12 weeks and provide whatever kind of extra help they needed. So if one family needed a little bit of laundry help or washing dishes or watching toddlers while mom took care of the infant, they could do that. They could meet them in public just to have some extra support for a doctor's appointment or a trip to the library, or just to have a sympathetic ear, someone that could listen to them and talk to them about their day. And then at the end of that 12 weeks, if mom wanted, she would be welcome to join our support group. And that is one aspect of our services that we've been able to continue to do throughout the pandemic. We have been continuously holding virtual space for moms to meet at 10 a.m. on Thursday mornings via Google Hangouts. And we just get together and we do exactly what we did, minus the Starbucks and treats. Prior to the pandemic, we used to hold space at OSF Hospital. And we have seen consistent participation each week, and it's been really great, even if it's not face-to-face the way that we would like it to be. So that's one way we've kept going. And then in addition to that, we have provided care packages to our mamas just to kind of remind them that, hey, we see you, we know that this is hard, and you're doing the hardest job in the world at the most incredibly difficult time. And so we provided just little goodies, gift cards, masks, and hand sanitizer, and just a nice note letting them know that, we care and we're here, and we would like to continue to do that, and we would like to do more of that for more people in the community.
Yeah, that's a much needed service, right? Like you said, even if even if it's not your first baby or your babies are a little bit older or whatever, it can get so tricky sometimes to get kids places, and even just take a shower some days is hard to do. So it's definitely a needed service that you're providing to the families in our area. So the virtual support groups, is it just for moms or is it for dads also?
We have had dads join us. It's primarily moms, but dads are welcome. We have had dads in the past. Anyone is welcome, and nothing we do costs any money. It's all free of charge. It's just a way to help others in the community have a sense of purpose, people who enjoy babies, who remember what it was like to be a mama, and they like to help with that. And so it kind of pairs someone who is new to all of that life with someone who's been there, typically, is how that goes. And they can learn about our community and how they can best, support their family.
That's awesome. I would like, I mean, I need an older mom to come be in my house too some days where I'm like, I don't know what to do. Who's had a teenager before? I need help. Yeah. So it definitely helps to get families, off on that right foot, just to have that extra set of hands or a listening ear or something like that. So it's definitely needed. And I was kind of looking at your website earlier and just kind of familiarizing myself with more that you guys do. And I just wanted to point out the postpartum plan that you guys had on your website. I think we do so much preparing for babies and labor, and we kind of have our birth preferences or plan or whatever, but we kind of forget that once babies are here, things are going to be different. And I've kind of talked to some of my birth clients and students about creating that plan and spending as much time preparing for postpartum as they do, before that. But do you guys go through that postpartum plan with some of your clients also?
Yeah, so one of the things that I think we've all noticed, especially if we've had children, is that there is all this focus on us when we're pregnant. We see the doctors all the time. We're getting gifts, we're having parties for our upcoming baby, and then the baby's here, and all of a sudden that attention goes away. You don't have so much of that, and can be a pretty big letdown. And we want to see moms stay supported through the entire perinatal period. We do work with them, if possible, on a plan for after that. Ideally, we would meet with a mom during her pregnancy so that we could go through that postpartum plan, kind of point out to her what kinds of things people often forget that they might need in the future, and help them decide how we can help them and how they can help themselves moving forward.
Yeah, that's awesome. And just kind of preparing and knowing, before you're in those like crisis kind of modes where you feel like you really need that extra support, you've already thought about it and have made a plan to have those resources available. You have a very extensive resource list too. So I'm going to, put that link in this video description too, so that way people can find that pretty easily, because it has a lot of information in it. So we appreciate, keeping that list updated and, as robust as it is. So Emily, do you have any questions for Anne?
I'd like to hear kind of like, what is the demographics of the clientele that you have? Are they younger moms or older moms?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
We get a little bit of everything. I would say that we serve primarily kind of youngish families with maybe it's their first time having their baby. So we serve a lot of families in that category. One of the things that I really like about what we do is we encourage the moms that take part in our services to then give back in the future. So we have had a lot of instances where maybe a mom new to town has taken part in our groups or has had a volunteer of her own. And she says, oh, okay, well, now I want to volunteer, or I want to come back to group and share what I know with these new moms that are coming up now. Or they donate their clothing, or they, have made friends throughout their time working with us, and then have gone on to celebrate birthday parties together, or, drop off food if another mom has another baby, things like that. So we really encourage them to continue to work with us, continue to work with other moms in the future, and give back however they can.
Yeah, that's awesome. That peer-to-peer support can be really a very valuable thing. And it's good just to kind of make those connections in our community. That's awesome. Well, we just love what you guys are doing. And I'm so excited that that's an opportunity. We have the opportunity here. Hopefully we get the whole COVID thing figured out and we're able to, to use those services in the way that they were intended. Because I know that the moms who are having babies right now really still do need support, and we're just in a really hard time. So, hopefully those virtual support groups will, keep them going until you guys are able to get back in the house and help hands-on.
Yes, I hope so. Sooner the better.
Yes.
but
Awesome.
only when it's safe.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.